Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do another miscellaneous video, and today's video will be my plush and their floppiness, well, their floppy level compared to each other, like from floppiest to less floppy. I don't know if that made any sense. So prepare for a chaotic, non-making sense video. So I'm going to categorize this in 3 categories. My most floppy, which is the first category. Second category is medium flop. And then third category will be the floppy, but not as floppy as it could be. So let's get started. So here we have Forrest. Excuse the poor angling. He's extremely beanie and like, look at that flop. My man's can be in any pose. Look at that. Excuse how loved he is. I know he looks kind of rough and crusty, but he's a very well-hugged man. Next, we have Lantern, which your boy can go fucking Arabic. I can't speak. Also, this became a rated R video. I don't even care anymore. I'm just gonna swear in my videos if I feel like it. But yeah, he can do some flips and stuff. His tail is especially floppy. It's like nose stuffing. I love it. Lastly, we have Mr. Blob. No, I'm just kidding. Tricky, who won't even stand up for this. This video is like 100% how I normally am, but normally I try to make everything perfect, but in this video I don't feel like it, so, but yeah, he can go spready. Look at him, paint me like one of your French girls. So he's the last contender for the most floppy. This is probably going to be a bit of a longer video too, so bear with me. Category 2, which is floppy, but not the floppiest, but not floppy. We have Starflare. As you can tell, she's not quite as flexible as Lantern. We have Echo, which originally he was very stiff, looking back at my first video, but he's not, well, he can sort of do Olympics. But, yeah, I noticed WWF, they tend to be on the stiffer side when they're brand new, but then again, it kind of depends, because some of them brand new are really floppy, and some of them are really stiff. We have Paws, who can do the splits, but, the opposite way, vertical instead of horizontal, and he's another gross-looking man's, but we all love him. And I'm just too afraid to wash my plush nowadays because I just am afraid to ruin them, so. We have Chills here. She's very floppy, especially her arms. Like, her arms just ain't got no stuffing in the armpit. I might name her Smiley again because her original name was Smiley, so I'm probably gonna go back to that. And because I'm just hella indecisive. And lastly, for this category, we have my girl Glitch. And she's ultimate, like, flop of flop. Which is something new to me because, like, I've never owned a Feo Wolf of this version, which is 2015, I think. Nope, 2013. There's 2 of these. They look the same, but different years. But the ones I've owned were never as floppy as her, so I'm super grateful that she has, like, noodle arms. So I lied. Stitch is actually the last one that's super floppy. I love him so much. He's one of the ones that I cuddle, like, when I'm not feeling good. And he just brings me, look at that. He's got that neck. He can't hold himself up. He just can't contain himself. But I hold him when I'm, like, stressed out and stuff. I love him. He's very soft. Okay, now we're on to the last category, which is category 3, which is floppy, but not as floppy as I'd like them to be. We have Vortex, And I love him, but he's not living his best floppy life. Like, he's just not ready for the flop. And I've been, like, trying to make him more floppy by cuddling him more often, but he's just not quite there yet. He's not ready. He's not ready to take the leap into the flop life. We have Magic, which I couldn't decide whether to put her in category 2 or 3. I would say 3 because she's newer. So she's kind of, not quite there yet with the flop level. I mean, the weight to her makes her seem more floppy, but she's a little bit stiff to an extent. I don't know. She's in, like, a gray zone. And here's Fizz. And he's one of those, I don't know. He's, like, floppy, but he's not at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. Like, his front legs, it's hard to explain. His, like, look at that. He's just, like, spread eagle, like, ready to just pop a squat. So I don't know. Also, I didn't make my plush look most perfect for this video either. Like, their eyes, like, for example, I left their fur in their eyes and stuff, so they're not looking their greatest. They're a hot mess. But, here's Violet, and her front legs, she got it. But her back legs, she ain't got it. She did arm day, but she didn't do leg day. So she's not quite there, and her midsection is very chunky. She's not as floppy as I'd like her to be, but she'll get there. She'll get there. And my last bean, which is Eclipse. She's definitely much more floppy than when I first got her. She was new at tag. But now, or at least I think she was new. Yeah, I think she was new at tag. But now she's like, she's slowly progressing. Because she used to be really stiff. But yeah, she's not quite there, especially in her neck and, like, chest. She's, like, very firm, and look at that awkward, like, you know what I mean, the awkward derp. Anyways, so I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I just really miss making videos, and I wanted to make something fun and random, so, excuse me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Later.